Attorney General Barr, he says spying did occur. And he was on the Trump campaign in 2016. Now listen to what Democrat Congressman Gerald Nadler had to say about it. Roll tape.
It's not one side versus the other. It's one group that's trying to divert attention from the real problem. I mean, it's a shell game. Look at this imaginary conspiracy versus the fact that the Russians interfered with our elections, that we have to have a serious investigation, that we have had a serious investigation. We haven't seen the result yet of the extent to which the Trump campaign worked with the Russians in rigging, in trying to upset our democratic election.
All right, let's sort this out. Joining us, Harmeet Dhillon, Republican National Lawyers Association. Now, the Democrats are outraged over what William Barr had to say, and you just heard from Gerald Nadler there. What's your response to what the Democrats are saying about Barr's statement?
Well, at one level, I'm not surprised because of the level of hostility these people have shown to the president. But, really, these people are elected to do the people's business. And instead of doing the business of the American people, what they're doing is peddling these lies and conspiracy theories themselves again and again. We do, Stuart, have the results of that investigation, and the Attorney General has delivered them. There was no collusion. And, Jerry Nadler has been overheard on Amtrak plotting his impeachment plans with his colleagues. And so it's no wonder that he's in denial like this. But he really needs to get on with it. He's an embarrassment to his district, frankly.
My perception is that the political tide has turned. For 2 years, it's been Russia, Russia, Russia. Now I think the tide is turning towards, well, what were they up to? FBI, DOJ, back in the campaign of 2016. What were they up? That's the investigation now. What do you say?
I completely agree. Now, you've got Nadler, Schiff, Swalwell still out there peddling these lies, but I now detect sort of a bit of nervousness behind that because, in fact, they've been the ones who've been out there conspiring with each other and potentially conspiring with the prior administration with respect to framing this president. And it looks like our new Attorney General is ready to take names and find out what exactly happened. And that's got to make a lot of people on Capitol Hill who participated in this very nervous, both people in the executive branch from the FBI, maybe some in the DOJ as well, but particularly Democrats who have been rubbing their hands together with glee at the prospect of unseating an elected president.
But we are going to get the Inspector General's report on what went on, I think it's at the FBI in 2016.
That's right.
We're going to get that soon, and that will be more evidence of what went on back then.
Right. And just as these folks are now beginning to turn on Robert Mueller because they didn't fulfill their fantasies, I think they may see them beginning to attack Michael Horowitz as well, the Inspector General, because he is undoubtedly going to find wrongdoing there. We've seen some indictments be passed down to recommendations for indictments to the DOJ by Devin Nunes, and expect to see some people actually see some jail time out of this conspiracy.
Harmeet, I know you follow this very closely. Please come back and keep us up to speed on what's really going on, because we'd like to know.
My pleasure.
Come back soon. Thanks very much, Harmeet.